Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this news. Premier Dato' Pendingin Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg agrees to supply equipment for the Sarawak Cancer Centre valued at 500 million ringgit. This decision was made following a request from the federal government for the state government to bear the cost of supplying the equipment for use at the cancer centre.
Maknanya Cancer Centre itu akan dibiayai oleh kerajaan pusat dan kerajaan Sarawak. Walaupun kerajaan Sarawak yang meminjamkan.
500 juta itu baru-baru ini diminta kan?
Ya, baru ini. Kena dia tak masuk equipment. Equipment 0.5. Maknanya setengah bilion. 0.5 kan. Jadinya total 1.5 bilion. Jadi kita ngada dulu lah. Kerajaan pusat akan bayar untuk building. Equipment kita tanggung. Yang minta kita tanggung.
The Premier stresses that the agreement was made in the interest of the people and also as a contribution by the state government to the cancer centre. He also informs that the arrangements for the repayment of the 1 billion ringgit loan for the construction of the cancer centre have been finalised. Meanwhile, when asked to comment on Sarawak's position in the federal cabinet, Abang Johari expresses his gratitude to Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim for maintaining the number of GPS members in the new Madani government administration.
At the same time, Abang Johari aims to establish a new economy for Sarawak by exporting clean water. This is to prevent Sarawak from being stuck in the middle-income state group.
In fact, last week I was in Bangkok. Now we're talking about water. You know, I was expressing, giving my views on water because water will be another important commodity. You know why? Because people are now depending on AI. AI is accumulation of data. And data is stored in data center. Data center needs power and water. So water in 5 to 10 years' time, I think will be another important commodity. It becomes a sellable commodity. If that's the case, we got so many rivers. I am aiming for that. So this is part of the strategies that we are going to adopt for the new economy so that we are not trapped in the middle income.
Sarawak, he says, must be courageous enough to pave its own way towards financial independence and emerge as the economy driver in the ASEAN region.
I want Sarawak to be a star in ASEAN. Not only within Malaysia, it's a star in ASEAN. Because now we are producing power, sharing power with ASEAN countries. You know? So in other words, not only power, we may produce high quality products, and then we share with our ASEAN member countries.
Yang di-Pertuan Agong, His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim advised members of the Cabinet to carry out the trusts and responsibilities entrusted to them with the highest integrity and to place the interests of the people above all else. On a Facebook post, he decreed that the government must prioritize the well-being of the people, national stability and economic prosperity in line with the principles of good governance.
In his royal address, Sultan Ibrahim underscores the importance of ministers and deputy ministers staying connected with the public, urging them to go to the ground, listen directly to the concerns of the people, and carry out their responsibilities with full dedication and a high level of commitment. His Majesty also emphasizes the need for strong teamwork within the cabinet, saying effective collaboration is essential to ensure the nation's administration runs efficiently and delivers results for the people.
The recent cabinet reshuffle is meant to empower the younger generation to take charge and lead the country while ensuring political stability in the unity government. Prime Minister Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim states that several ministers and deputy ministers' appointments are from the second and third generation, where most of them are in their 30s and 40s. These include Dr. Mohamed Taufik Johari, Akmal Nasrullah, Muhammad Nasir, Dato' Mustafa Sakmut, and Dato' Sri Atar Joseph Kuru.
And you see that the placement of new people are mainly young. Even Arthur, relatively much younger, second, third generation. I think most of them in the 40s, and Taufik is 29, the rest late 30s. I think it's time that we project that. Why? I wasn't able to do that initially because we want to make sure that the coalition can be fortified and consolidated. But now I think we are strong, so I think let people a chance.
The continuity of policies and the spirit of unity within the cabinet are crucial in achieving the goal of building a more prosperous, stable and thriving nation for all Malaysians. In a statement on Facebook, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi states that the cabinet reshuffle will continue to strengthen the administration of the Madani government in pursuit of this goal, especially in the face of global economic challenges and increasing complexity of development demands. He further emphasizes that this reshuffle is aimed at bolstering governance, implementing policies and ensuring the government's effectiveness in meeting the needs of the people as well as to secure the future of the country. Seven ministers, including two new appointees, took their oaths at office allegiance and secrecy before His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Ibrahim at the Istana Negara today, following the cabinet reshuffle of the Madani government. The swearing-in took place at the Singgah Sana Kecil of the palace at 10 a.m. with the presence of Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. Yesterday, Anwar, who is also the Finance Minister, announced the appointments of new ministers and deputy ministers, as well as the reshuffling of several portfolios following several vacancies within the Madani government cabinet and the need for adjustments. A 65-year-old elderly woman dies while her 80-year-old mother is injured after being attacked and hacked by her 21-year-old grandson, who goes on a rampage in Kampung Baru, Bakai, Malau, Baling Kedah. The Baling District Police Chief Superintendent Brandon Richard Joe says that the Malau Police Station receives information from the public regarding the incident at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Police made the arrest after the suspect was brought to the police station by members of the public at 7:50 p.m.
Investigation reveals that the suspect has no prior criminal record and admits to stabbing his grandmother and great-grandmother at the scene. According to him, the incident takes place at a single-story house where both victims live with another child of the deceased victim. At the time of the incident, only the victims were at home, and the suspect, who is intellectually disabled, is believed to have gone on a rampage and attacked the victims with a sharp weapon. The deceased grandmother is sent to Sultanah Bahia Hospital in Alostar for an autopsy, while the injured great-grandmother is sent to Kulim Hospital for treatment. The case is being investigated under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder.
The Football Association of Malaysia confirms that the national football team has been handed 3-0 losses in all three of their Tier 1 international matches after the FIFA Disciplinary Committee finds that Malaysia fielded ineligible players. This decision was made during the FIFA Disciplinary Committee meeting held on December 12, chaired by FIFA's Deputy Chairman, George Palacio.
The committee found that FAM had violated Article 19 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code 2025 edition involving 3 international matches. Following the decision, FIFA orders that all 3 matches be recorded as 3-0 losses for Malaysia. In addition to the match results being nullified, FAM is also fined 51,414 ringgit. FAM announces that it will submit a written request for the full reasoning behind FIFA's decision before considering further steps regarding the matter. The decision is expected to have a direct impact on Malaysia's FIFA ranking, with Harimau Malaya set to drop from their current world number 116 position.
On to world news. The Trump administration is sharply expanding its global travel ban, barring people from 7 additional countries, including Syria, as well as Palestinian Authority passport holders from entering the U.S. The move significantly widens one of President Donald Trump's most controversial immigration policies, pushing the total number of affected countries to nearly 40. The newly blacklisted nations also include some of the world's poorest countries: Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, along with Laos in Southeast Asia.
Syrians were added to the full travel ban just days after 2 U.S. troops and a civilian were killed in Syria. Palestinian Authority passport holders are also now formally included. The administration had already been informally blocking their entry as Washington aligns closely with Israel amid growing international recognition of a Palestinian state by countries such as France and Britain.
Una medida que por supuesto va a afectar porque bueno, y venezolanos que no solamente se quieren ir porque quizás quieran hacer otro tema a nivel económico, sino también porque tienen familiares o tienen que atender temas de salud. O sea, hay ciertas particularidades que por supuesto no lo veamos solamente como un tema político, sino también como un tema humano y social.
maaragta madaxweynaha Mareykanka go'aanka oo qaatay aniga ma taageersani waayo Soomaalida meesha jirta dib badan iyo tahriib iyo rafaad bay meesha ay ku tageen ma garatay maaragta haddana meesha aad iyo aad bay u degeen marka waxaan dhihi lahaa aniga madaxweynaha go'aankaasi ha ka noqdaan dhihi lahaa.
In June, Trump announced that citizens of 12 countries would be banned from coming to the U.S., and those from 7 others would face restrictions. At the time, the ban included Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen, and heightened restrictions on visitors from Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela.
Australian authorities have formally charged the man accused in the deadly Bondi Beach shooting with terrorism and multiple counts of murder as the country continues to grapple with one of its worst mass killings in decades. New South Wales Police on Wednesday charged Naveed Akram with terrorism, 15 counts of murder and dozens of other serious offences following Sunday evening's attack at the Jewish festival on Sydney's iconic Bondi Beach. Authorities says they will allege in court that Akram carried out actions that caused death and serious injuries to advance a religious cause and to instill fear in the community.
Authorities say early evidence points to a terrorist attack inspired by ISIS, a banned extremist organization in Australia. Investigators allege Akram and his father, Sajid Akram, opened fire on festival goers, killing 15 people and injuring dozens more.
The offenders are a 50-year-old and 24-year-old male who are father and son. The 50-year-old is deceased. The 24-year-old is currently in hospital at the moment.
In addition to the murder charges, Akram now faces 40 counts of causing grievous bodily harm with intent to murder, as well as charges related to the public display of symbols linked to a prohibited terrorist organization. Police say 2 homemade Islamic State flags were discovered inside a vehicle registered to Akram and parked near the beach. Authorities say the accused remains under police guard in hospital and is expected to appear in court via video link later on Wednesday.
And that's all the updates for TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.